So they're spreading lies about you to their friends, to their family, to your friends, and to your family, maybe even to your kids. Classic narcissistic divorce tactics. That's what we're talking about here today on the Divorce Den. And our goal is to help you identify 3 of the commonly used techniques that narcissists use when you're getting divorced, and 3 ways that you can try to protect yourself from these tactics. Let's get into it. Like I said, narcissists will go to any length to make you look like the villain and they look like the victim. Poor them. They're being victimized by you, the big bad wolf who's always, always doing them wrong. They're going to tell their friends, their colleagues, family members, even your children about how terrible you are and about how they are trying to do the right thing, how they are only trying to be there for their kids. They're only trying to pay their support. They're always trying to do the right thing, but they can't really get ahead because you're knocking them down. Narcissists crave control, and when they can't control you, they're going to try to control other people around you so that you look like you're the bad guy. That is tactic number 1, smear campaigns. Again, narcissists love to use this because when they plant those little seeds of smear campaigns against you, they're putting it out into the community about how untrustworthy you are and about how sainted they should be, about how perfect they are, about how, oh, I've tried to help her, but she's beyond help. She's just not listening. She's not taking my advice. She's not taking my counsel. She's a lost cause, but I am such a great guy. That happens all the time. And that smear campaign can go even deeper than just your social circle of friends. Sometimes it even permeates your job, where they are making you seem like you're incompetent, you're not able to work, you're not able to maintain the high level that you have at work. And then your bosses might start to question, wait a minute, is something going on? Oh, wait a minute, I heard this rumor, and actually she did leave early 2 days last week. Maybe that was because there was an emergency with the kids, or maybe that was because of something else and had nothing to do with these rumors that the narcissist is spreading about you. But trust me, smear campaigns are very real. Another tactic that narcissists love to use when you're getting divorced is financial control. They start to control all of the bank accounts. They start to move money around in ways that leave you with a lot less money in order to pay bills. Literally just to pay the bills on the house, because then it makes it look like you're incompetent and you cannot pay the bills. Well, what do you mean there wasn't enough money? You were in charge of paying the rent this month and there wasn't enough money in there. What did you do? Where have you been spending the money? How come you didn't take care of this? They put the blame back on you, even though they're the ones trying to manage and control the finances to make you look like you don't know what you're doing and you're incapable of handling your own finances. This is designed to keep you in a constant state of stress. The narcissist loves to use any tactic in order to keep your stress levels high so that they can maintain control over you. The more they can stress you out, the more they can control you. And sometimes they do that financially. Know that when you're going through a divorce with somebody who has this narcissistic personality, it can be very, very challenging in all aspects, but specifically financially. And a third tactic that I see all the time in the courtroom is legal manipulation. Narcissists like to use the law, hide behind the law, even if it's completely inaccurate, which many times it is, in order to keep you under their thumb, in order to keep you afraid, in order for them to seem like, oh, I know what I'm entitled to. You don't even know. You don't even know what you're entitled to. You don't have enough money to hire an attorney. I have an attorney, but my attorney told me that I'm going to get custody of the kids. This is legal manipulation, and honestly, it's abusive. Not only that, they will deliberately have their attorney file motions, even if these motions have absolutely no merit. They know they're going to lose the house. They know they're not getting custody of the kids. They don't even want the house. They don't even want custody, but they're going to file these motions in order to keep you married to them, in order to keep you in court, and in order to keep you under their thumb. Oftentimes, narcissists refuse to settle until the very last minute, and sometimes not even then, because they know that they can keep this charade going, they can keep this act going, and they can keep you in line exactly where they want you. It's actually very disturbing how many times I have seen narcissistic people using the legal system in order to continue this abuse and this control. So those are 3 of the main tactics that narcissists will use. There's many others, but those are 3 of the main ones. Let's talk now about 3 of the solutions that you can hopefully implement in order to keep your sanity and get through this divorce and be whole in the end. Number 1, keep record of everything. Document, document, document. Write in a diary, Keep something in a journal that's online that actually is time stamped, and make sure that you're literally tracking everything. Communications that you've had with this soon to be ex, finances, where money has gone, questions that you've asked them about, conversations that you've had, explanations that they've come up with, excuses, right? We know they're not really explanations, they're just excuses. Anything related to the children, especially as it relates to the children. Anytime you've spoken to anyone and they've told you, hey, I have concerns because your soon to be ex said X, Y, and Z, document it. Because you need to do it in real time. Number one, because you remember it better. You remember the way things happened in real time. Make sure that you're writing it down. And number two, you want it time stamped or written in a diary so that it's not something that you, oh, I came back a week later, a month later, and started writing it. Because not only does it not seem like it was done contemporaneously at the same time, but your memory might be a little skewed, and so you might not be remembering exactly what they said. So document, document, document at the time that something happens. And as much as you can, avoid phone calls with them. Part of the documentation would be, let's have a text message chain going on. Let's talk through a family parenting app like Our Family Wizard. So make sure that you're keeping track of everything possible in the communications that you're having with this narcissistic ex as well. And try to do that in an app so that this way everything can be documented, everything can be saved. And again, in the app, it's automatically time stamped. And trust me, narcissists hate any evidence of what it is that they did wrong. Solution number two. I've talked about this in other videos, but maybe you're not able to really co-parent with this person. Maybe what you need to do is parallel parent. You're not going to be able to have effective communications with them about the needs of the children, what's best for the children, especially if you need to change anything. And let's face it, there are a lot of times when things do need to be changed when you have young kids. But you're not going to be able to do it in a way that's meaningful, and all it's going to do is frustrate you and give this narcissist the upper hand on managing and controlling and keeping their thumb on you. You don't need that. Parallel parenting might just make the most sense. Have everything in this parenting app, like Our Family Wizard, as far as your scheduling. When is drop off and pick up? When are there going to be extracurricular activities? Keep all of the communications in there. Don't talk about anything personal related to their family or your family. Keep it only about the children. Doing these things might seem like it's a lot of extra work, and quite frankly, it probably is, but it really is going to help you keep your peace in the long run. And the third solution is to stay out of court. The courthouse and the courtroom and the judge and the court personnel and a litigation attorney is honestly a narcissist's playground. They love it. And they put on this show and this charade so that everyone sees them as the hero and you as the villain. All of the drama that that person is creating, even pulling your kids into this drama, is going to do nothing but drag you down. It's going to cost you so much time, so much money, and so much emotional energy. And it can really cost your kids a lot too. Please consider staying out of court and doing the mediation process, or even better, the collaborative divorce process. Because oftentimes a narcissist in mediation might continue to try to manipulate the mediator and try to dominate the room. In the collaborative model, when you each have your own attorney and you have a supportive team there to help, it's much, much harder for this narcissist to now control the situation, control everyone in the room. All of the professionals in this room are trained. They are specifically going to be looking out for these red flags that come from a narcissist. And while they might sort of appease him during the process and let him know his feelings are valid, we hear you, we understand what you're going through, the other truth is we're not going to let any one person dominate the entire process. We're not going to let one person come in and dictate how things happen. And we're certainly not going to let anyone come in there and abuse anyone. Remember, if you're in court and the more court dates you have, the more the narcissist wins. Stay out of court. Remember, divorcing a narcissist is a legal, emotional, and psychological minefield. It can really feel like a battle that is never going to end, but it will end. Please just remember these three things. Document everything. Have everything in writing. Please make sure that you're ensuring that everything is time-stamped and you're keeping it somewhere that the narcissist cannot access it. Number two, consider parallel parenting instead of co-parenting. You need to remove yourself from this narcissist as much as you can, and that unfortunately includes parenting. And number three, stay out of court. Consider collaborative divorce as a way that's going to be supportive of you, that's going to help you create your best future and stay away from court. The narcissist will use court as much as possible to try to hurt you. Please check out and download our free narcissist proof divorce checklist for ways that you can keep everything very succinct and tight and check off all of the things that you need to do in order to ensure your peace of mind if you're divorcing a narcissist. If you found any of the information in here helpful, please like, please subscribe, share with anyone else who might find this information valuable, and we will see you next time on The Divorce Den.